back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're seeing any of my videos, my name is Bwandungi, and I'm so excited to be here this morning. I had a little time in which I could talk, and hey, I don't know what that laugh was. Fellow writers and sojourners on this path towards publishing, towards finally having that copy of your book in your hands, I want to welcome you all back. I have been gone for a little bit, but that is because life stepped in the way. A family member has been unwell, and you know how that goes. It takes up your energy, and you just need to solve whatever has come your way. You just deal with it, put a smile on your face, and keep walking. I have continued with the Monday morning write-ins, which happen at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are a number of things that I want to discuss today. Some of them have to do with writing, crafting stories, and some of them have to do with just regular life. So let's get started. First of all, guess who's active on Twitter again? This girl. Twitter has been, for me, a place that I go to get mad. I go there to get angry because there's some aggression you need to get out. Yeah, that's what Twitter was for me. I hate that place. Hated that place. About 2 weeks ago, when someone that I follow, a writer that I follow, did a follow back Friday or follow Friday. The whole idea is that a writer puts all their writer friends in a tag, or writer people answer, and you go ahead and check them out and see whether you like the kind of things that they're tweeting about, and you get to follow them. Through the Follow Friday, I now, as of this moment right now, have 1,384 followers. And I'm also following 1,297 people, but there's a catch-22 here. In as much as you want to follow everybody in the writing community, what ends up happening is that unless you spend your entire day on Twitter, you're not going to get through what everybody has to say. And some people speak a lot, and some people speak only every now and then. So some people you may never even catch. You may never find their tweets unless you purposely go looking for them. But who can really and truly keep track of 1,300 people? So I don't have a solution to that, because I found myself spending so many hours on Twitter following people and commenting, and Twitter is now an interesting place to be. There are people who are actually talking about things that I'm interested in that don't leave me with this feeling like the world's about to fall apart. I want to know more people. I want to be a part of this thriving community on Twitter. I can't follow everyone's conversation. I can't be in every single discussion. Sometimes all I have is, today I'm just going to like people's tweets. Like. Today I'm going to comment on 5 tweets, because unlike some people who are quick with the tweets, I have to think about what it is I'm going to put in it, and spell check and research before I put some dumb answer that lasts forever on Twitter. Because you know, people go and dig that out when your book is published and you're famous. That's just how it goes. The second thing that I want to talk about is the What I Learned About Writing series. I listened recently to the Dream Blood duology by N.K. Jemisin. It blew me away. I can't figure out what, I can't pinpoint one particular thing that continued to draw me in that book and had me thirsting for the second book. Once I completed the series, I was like, I just need to study this book. For the next couple of weeks, for the What I Learned About Writing series, Willow series, it's going to catch. That is the book that I'm going to be studying. I'm not sure what I'm going to say about it because, like I said, I don't know what it was about that book that had me so completely captivated. The third thing that I want to talk about is fairy tales. I am signed up to masterclass.com, where I have been listening to a course that was created by Neil Gaiman for writers. In one of the lessons that I was listening to this past week, he talked about where you can get ideas from, and one of the places is by subverting fairy tales. Now, this is not a new concept at all. People have done it over and over again. We've read so many books about fairy tales being used in different ways to create brand new stories. I just finished book 2 of the Lunar Chronicles. So there's Cinderella, and then there is Little Red Riding Hood. One of those examples that he gave that I found very fascinating for me, the story of Snow White. And he began by asking the question, who do you know who has skin that is as white as snow, hair that is as black as coal, and lips that are as red as blood? And when they're asleep or in this sort of semi-dead state, in a kind of coffin, they can just wake up and be okay, like just themselves. The only creatures that we know of that are like that are vampires. So in essence, the queen is trying to save the kingdom from this vampire that obviously has blood on its lips. I found that to be interesting, and I wanted to test it out on another story. But I wanted to try it on an African fairy tale. So I went ahead and went to talk to my elders, and I didn't want Kalulu the hare. Like, enough with Kalulu. It's just one person, one little rabbit. And trying to talk to my elders about fairy tales, I realized something, especially for us. And here I'm talking to people whose cultures have been overrun by a religion that did not originate in their midst. There were a lot of traditions in our cultures that were discarded. They were considered to be pagan. What it also means is that a lot of our stories got thrown out simply because we were trying to be religious. Like one of the books on my shelf, and I should probably get it. The Story of World Mythologies from Indigenous Tales to Classical Legends. What I want to do with this one is find different mythologies and stories that I can find that are not the Cinderella or Snow White or any of those, but that I can find somebody else's story and subvert it. Another thing that I was challenged by is this book right here. Tales of Beetle the Bard. One of the reasons why this became so significant to me is the fact that even though the fairy tales from my particular culture have been lost to time and religion and colonization, it doesn't mean that new stories cannot be created. This is a fictional book that happens in a fictional world. I don't know why that delights me, but it does. Authortuber newbies section. I would like to introduce you to Suleiman Ocheni, who is a romance author. And he has some work that is already out. He's a poet. I enjoyed listening to his voice, to his videos. He just started. His first video was up in November. Go check him out. Link to his channels in the description box below, and welcome him to the community. That is what is going through my mind today. And Camp NaNoWriMo is happening in just a few days, and your girl needs to go and get plotting started. I've already been sorted into a cabin on Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm so excited to get to know my fellow cabin mates. If you are doing Camp NaNoWriMo this April, please go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. I would like to visit you, to visit your page and see what you're all about and follow you. Do they follow? What I'm going to be doing is working on completing my work in progress. It's a project that I started for NaNoWriMo. I had not done Preptober, and so my book stalled somewhere. It was going really wild. Like, it started out in southern Uganda, and by the time I was done, it was floating somewhere near Kinshasa. So really, like, I needed to reel it back in, and it's just because I hadn't done my plotting right. So I learned about plotting, and I've been doing my plotting, and then I'm starting April 1st. That's when I'm starting writing, and I'm very excited about it because now I know, like, it feels more connected. Anyways, I have talked a lot. Jeez, and you're still here. I'm so glad you are. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Please go ahead, like this video, share this video, comment down below, let me know what's going on with you. And if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so that every time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Now, I know some people have not been getting notifications. I don't know what's happening. Something going on with Google, so I hope they will sort it out. I will see you all on Monday morning for the write-in. So that's all I have for you today. Go and be awesome. Go and be amazing. Go and write those words. Write them. Just type them out. Just like a crazy typer. And I will see you next week. Bye!